Hello beautiful people, let's make donut rolls. This is very easy. In my bowl I added the milk and I also brought in the yeast and the sugar, and we're going to mix all this to combine properly. It's important you note that it's your yeast that will help your dough to rise. If you're not sure whether your yeast is still active, please cover this and wait for 5 minutes. It should bloom like this. And now I brought in 1 large egg. I also added in a little cinnamon powder, just a little, and we'll stir this in to combine properly. I came in with the flour and the salt, and we'll start mixing this to form a shaggy dough. Like I said earlier, it's the yeast that will help your dough to rise, except you're using a self-rising flour. If not, make sure you have an active yeast. And now I brought in butter, and we'll start bringing this together to form a ball shape. I send this to my work table for easier kneading, and I have my scraper handy, and we'll start kneading this. If you have a stand mixer, you can use that for this. I knead with my hands always. When it gets sticky, use your scraper to bring it together. Do not be tempted initially to start adding in flour. You knead this for about 2 minutes, and if it's still very sticky, you come in with a couple tablespoons of flour to help the dough. We'll knead it till when we get it to this point where it's very soft and fluffy, and we'll turn this into a ball shape. I applied a little oil on my work table and brought in the dough. This will help the dough not to stick to the table when we are proofing it. And I'll cover this and allow this to rest for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, this has risen a little bit, and with the rolling pin, I'm going to start stretching this out. We are looking at stretching this out to a square shape. You can also do this. Remember, at Glory Homemaker, we give you value for your time. Homemade recipes are the best, and every meal is possible in your kitchen. And we're going to cut this. You can use the knife. I'm using the pizza cutter. Cut it just like you're seeing. This is another donut recipe that works for me all the time. We'll roll it gently, pinch the edges so that it doesn't open up in the oil. And I brought in a little flour on the parchment paper and placed in the dough. This will help the dough not to stick to the parchment paper when it's time for frying. And here they are all lined up. I covered this with a plastic wrap, and I also covered it with my kitchen towel, and we're going to allow this to rest and rise for up to 40 minutes to 1 hour, or until it doubles in size. If you live in the cold regions, this might take longer time to double in size, and mine has risen so well. You'll need lots of oil to fry this, and you allow the oil to get hot. You gently leave this into the oil so that you don't deflate the bubbles inside. Please note that your donut should always float. It shouldn't sink in, and we'll fry each side for 2 minutes before flipping it to the other side. As you can see that this is not the normal donut. So with the shape, you try to turn and fry it at different sides before all is golden brown in color. Please note that you should fry your donuts with low to medium heat. If the oil is too hot, it's going to burn quickly without cooking well on the inside. And if the oil is not hot enough, it's going to soak up lots of oil. And we'll bring this out in my ready serviette paper. Here they are, all lined up. I hope you learned a thing or more from this video. These donuts are so soft, fluffy, and delicious. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.